Your clinical staff works long hours, and your front office runs hard. Yet somewhere between the encounter note and the paid claim, money is disappearing. It happens slowly, through undercoded visits and missed modifiers, long before a claim is even paid. Look at this line graph tracking first-pass claim quality across the industry. This shows a sharp 125% upward trend in outpatient coding-related denials for 2024 alone, based on data from the MDaudit Annual Benchmark Report. Payers are no longer treating coding errors as isolated human mistakes. They are deploying aggressive, AI-based algorithms to scan every submission for patterns, looking for the slightest CPT sequence error to trigger an automatic denial. Manual coding workflows are increasingly vulnerable to these automated reviews. When manual error rates meet algorithmic payer scrutiny, the result is a measurable loss of revenue that stays invisible until the claim is rejected. Finding the people to fix this problem is getting harder. The American Medical Association tracks a 30% nationwide shortage of certified medical coders, creating a severe talent vacuum when practices need accuracy most. A typical mid-sized practice loses $100,000 annually. This falling segment represents direct losses from charge capture and coding errors. Up to 40% of these denials start upstream from basic documentation mistakes, compounded by the constant churn of compliance and annual code updates. The cumulative weight of denials, underpayments, and administrative overhead creates a six-figure annual drag on the practice's balance sheet. Addressing structural gaps requires a shift in how labor is distributed, separating the daily role of claim submission from the specialized role of coding accuracy. For that accuracy side, you need specialists. Generalist billers who learned on the job produce higher error rates. Coders holding specific AAPC or AHIMA credentials perform better because their training is precisely matched to the demanding environment of outpatient care. Once you have credentialed specialists, you equip them with AI-augmented tools. Smart Routing analyzes a queue, prioritizes claims based on complexity and payer deadlines, and flags high-risk encounters for human review before they are submitted. This specific combination, certified human expertise guided by predictive AI routing, creates a proactive standard. It is a reliable defense capable of matching the automated audit algorithms payers now use. Implementing the system does not mean overhauling your software. Dedicated outsource teams from companies like Staffingly operate entirely inside your existing EMR. They learn your specific patient population and daily workflow without disrupting your clinical staff. This six-step integration begins with workflow mapping and a secure EMR connection within 48 hours. Next, coding specialists complete rigorous onboarding to match your exact protocols. At Go Live, the team takes daily queue ownership, maintained by weekly KPIs and monthly workflow reviews. By following this exact six-step architecture, the daily headache of manual coding disappears. An unmanageable chore becomes a highly controlled, predictable operational system. This side-by-side chart visualizes the financial impact of that system. On the left, a single in-house coder carries a fully loaded annual cost of between $55,000 and $75,000. On the right, an outsourced seat starting at just $399 a week drops that annual expenditure to approximately $20,700. Look at the difference between those bars. That reduction happens because outsourcing strips away the heavy overhead. You no longer pay for the payroll taxes, the employee benefits, the training budgets, or the cost of replacing staff when they leave. Performance remains high even with the lower price point. Across more than 800 practices using this model, this combination of human expertise and AI oversight maintains an error rate below 1%. Fixing your coding workflow is a direct path to neutralizing payer audit anxiety, plugging the revenue leak, and reclaiming your operational margins. The best part is the speed of execution. Your practice can complete this transition and be fully operational on a new, high-accuracy coding system in just 14 days. It is completely flexible. There are no rigid, long-term contracts holding you back. You operate on a month-to-month basis with the ability to scale your team up or down with just a 30-day notice. You can test this exact workflow today. Visit staffingly.com/demo or call 800-489-5877 to initiate your 14-day risk-free pilot.